The ASEAN is an organization founded on August 8, 1967. It was built to promote cooperation in the socio-cultural, economic, and political security pillars of the region. The Philippines will assume chairmanship of ASEAN 2017, which also coincides with the 50th year of the regional community. As the chair, the Philippines champions positive change in the community to produce a unified voice in the world. 6 thematic priorities were laid down to outline what the community needs in achieving holistic growth and development. Several major elements, outcome documents, policies, and agenda make up each of the 6 thematic priorities. A people-oriented, people-centered ASEAN. The ASEAN community puts its citizens' welfare at the center of its priorities, where the rights are protected and their well-being recognized as the key to the region's progress. Peace and stability in the region. This thematic priority aims to uphold peaceful coexistence and regional cooperation among its member states. Maritime security and cooperation. This adheres to the rule of law for the peaceful resolution of disputes and the preservation and protection of maritime resources. Inclusive innovation-led growth. This will provide opportunities for business growth and will help improve regional capacity in responding to the demands of the global economy. Resilient ASEAN. This will cultivate a sustainable region that's prepared and responsive to disasters. And lastly, ASEAN, a model of regionalism, a global player. As one, the community aims to showcase its various capacities as a global player in the international arena. These 6 priorities will forge the future towards ASEAN's vision of an inclusive, united, and progressive community. As the past has united us, it is our promised future that will make us stronger. We are one ASEAN. This is our journey. This is our future. Together. ASEAN 2017. Partnering for change. Engaging the world.
Cebu, maayong hapon sa tanang nagtanaw nato karon no sa Sky Cable, and welcome to our special Kapihan sa PIA forum no nga this was called for by the Cebu City Government kay aduna kitay bagong programa sa Cebu City Government nag-introduce, and we will be talking about the BPO industry no. Murag tanan naman siguro are familiar nga booming na maguni siya kayo nga sector karon. It's one of the drivers of the local economies, especially sa atong mga urban areas no. And karon natay pagahisgutan no nga mga issues regarding the BPO industry, and what are the kaning gitawag nato nga mga measures and efforts nga gi-implement sa ato ang local government when it comes to addressing these issues. Kay I'm sure daghang makarelate ani kay ubay-ubay gyud ang mga call center employees nato, especially dinhi sa Cebu City. So kini si Rachel Nesha gikan sa Philippine Information Agency. We are coming to you gikan sa, we are here now at the Plenary Hall of the Ramon Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated. And kuyog na ko karong hapuna, karong adlaw si Miss Annabella Grosas gikan sa DYMR Radyo Pilipinas.
Mayong hapon sa ato ang mga televiewers. So ni ata sa ato ang special Kapihan sa PIA. So ang atong mga bisita gikan sa kagamhanan sa dakbayan sa Cebu, gipangunuhan ni Honorable Joy Augustus iyang kauban po, no? Sila si Mr. Royden Rusiana, ang Cebu Provincial Head sa DICT 7 and Focal Person for LEAP or LEAP. Kauban sab nato si Mr. Wilfredo Jun Jr., ang Managing Director of Cebu IT BPM Organization or CIB.O.
Okay, Business Process Management Organization.
Yes, kauban po nato si Mr. Kevin Roy Chua, ang Cebu City Promotions and Relations Call Center Program. With us, niya po si Dr. Josefino Ronquillo sa Commission on Higher Education o si Ma'am Shine Antonio, Officer in Charge sa Local School
Yes.
Board.
Kaya ang usapod ka topic nga atong pagkahisgutan ni sa Annabel, muling naat karon ato ang mga bisita gikan sa CHED o sa Local School Board, ang kaning ato ang K12 na transition program. Murag ato na pay ubay-ubay nga wa kaayo gyud no na-aware or nakasabot maayo unsa ni ato ang K12 nga transition program. Nang maay po ni na ato ang gikan sa ato ang CHED, no, who are the authority to discuss about the K12, and of course ang ato ang gikan sa Local School Board. But we will start ato ang discussion ni sa Annabel sa ato ang Cebu City Call Center program. Murag bag-o man ni siya nga programa nga gi-introduce no sa opisina ni Councilor Joy. So we'll start probably with Sir Joy, kung unsa maning ato ang Cebu City Call Center program. A little backgrounder, sir.
Okay, may hapon sa ato nananaw ron. Actually, sa dugay na nga program ni sa Bato, kada nagtlako, kadugtong ko sa 2000 mga ito, I was still in Congress, bitawag ko na Mayor Tam, kay naisip problema, the city had the money, kay nag-alot ng city of 2 million para i-training sa katong mga prospective mga call center workers. Kaya that time, may problema. Sa sugod pa itong call center ubong, puno problema na sa empleyado. No? So, that's how it started. Nakalang taga-tako. Karon, we're now trying to use social media. Kaya mo kusog aron mga batanon doon. No? We're trying to think of other ways to how to recruit people to work in the BPOs. Okay, kaysa paagi sa traditional na unang job fair, karon lang ang pang gamit na like now recently we're going to the senior citizens, we're going to the women's organizations, ato lang yung panggamit na tanan.
So dili lang ni abang kining mo programa, dili lang alang sa mga kabatan-unan.
Tanan na.
Tanan na. Basta kaybaw lang mo gamit sa computer.
Okay. I think ang atong call center industry, wala man good siguro ni sila. As long as naalay makamit lang sa requirements, no? And employable, as long as employable, pwede siya. But I'm sure na ay requirements no, na ay standard. So, kaning sir, sukad atong pag-start nato sa scholarship sa programa nato since 2000. Has it nag-expand na gyud siya, sir? Ni daghan ba kay murag sugod 2000, ako nabantayan murag ni boom, aka naman ni daghan ang companies, especially diri sa Cebu City.
Yes, well, at that time ago, sa 2000 to about mga 2010, gara nga 10 years, wala kayo, dili yung anak kagilig ang social media. That's one, di ba? Dili pa kayo anak kagilig ang cellphone, no? Awa pa may iPhone yung tingali ato.
Wala pa.
2005, no? Wala pa to, dugay kayo niya. Kaning mga senior citizens of women's organization, wala pa sana niya ato.
Wala pa na
Mga senior citizens sa una, 2010. So, kita, traditional na dyan, mag-jump fair ang kuan, advertise sa newspaper, sa TV, na mag-jump fair ang sa city, musunod jump fair. So, ang mo sa city at that time, provide namin o kwarta para training tuod ang English. May nagtaptas mga university. I remember that time, si Ma'am Yaresa sa USP ang head ato. Sa 2000 ba to, 2001 ba to nga year, no? So, nakakaroon, kaanam ng kadaghan, so, ang kompetensya ay grabe sad. No? Sige sila nag-pirate ron. So, that's what, karon sa at that time, mostly Cebu, karon daghan sa kay outside sa Cebu ng trabaho din.
Nga naa, dili tanan taga Cebu City, manggod. Pero nag-mention man ka, sir, og seniors nga nung say role, nga nung appeal sila inyong gi-appeal sa inyong kampanya.
But let's just put it this way, we had to think out of the box. No? Bisong saon na may gihimo, kung saan mo kaukayo, kuwang man yun ang mahablay. Nakabot na tag-kampanya ikang Visayas Mindanao. In fact, ang taga Manila, nakabot na din eh. Because they look at better working conditions ba, no? It's nicer to live in Cebu. Mas barato. So, taga Manila, mga higan yung trabaho din sa Cebu, no? So, thinking out of the box, nakunuhuna ng tao, why did we Actually, naabot na ko ni aning senior high god. No nga, for 2 years, why mo graduate o college? So, ang qualification sa BPO is 2-year man nga college. So, wa nang blanco. So, we have to think of others. So, only when you recruit ng senior citizens. So, they said yes, no? They want to try it. Kaya, pag ato naman sa senior citizen, Storya Manila, na may women's, apisan mi anak. So, kung apilo talaga itong women's, kadaghangot ng women's na grupo. So now, not are we recruiting from senior citizens and women's, but we're using them to recruit. Kaya sila pamilya. Diba? So we told them, apply mo, pero kung naamoy ang anak na gusto, daan na lang. Kung appeal, di ba? So mo na siya, no?
Multipliers.
Multipliers na siya. At the same time also, because ano senior high school, sa una god, ang requirement sa BP was second year college because rightfully so, 18 years old pa sana, mag-graduate ko high school sa una, 40 year high school, 16 pa magaling ka katrabaho. Pero kung mag-senior high ka, 18 na mag-graduate ng senior high, so pwede na.
Yes.
So na mga BPO rin change sa pagdamay, they're willing also to try to hire senior high school graduates, which is next year.
Next year siya.
So munang ang karon sa ang gihimo na mo ni June, ang gi-require na po sa DepEd ng ilang every year maguna sila career seminar where the DepEd bring the companies to go to 40 high schools to talk about kung sabihin yung gusto eskwelahan ni college ninyo. Karon ang senior high school na ato na mo kay hireable naman sila i-graduate na next year. So we will finish it in September. Kaya nagsugod mi, nahunong kayo, mabalik mo September. We're going through all the public high schools and senior high school. Hopefully, maybe we can also do it in the private schools, June.
That's fine.
Continue na to.
Pila ka months ni siya, sir, ang kaniinyuhang programa nga?
Ang kaning sa eskwelahan is only about 2 months.
Dali lang, 2 months
2 months lang. Well, we have about 50 high schools na kulit yung mapapili ang bukid. So bukid, ang mayroon mga estudyante, 30 kabuok, gamay remark road, maybe ato lang i-pool sila, but ang sugo minili sa city. So maybe there's about 30 to 40 high schools in the city. Public high schools na, huwag pa nilabot na atong apelon ni ang Talisay Umandawi. We should planning to call them to.
So kaning 30, libre ni siya, sir, no? Ang inyong hanggi.
Of course, libre o. The BPOs may ay mo ato dito mo storya. Magdaan silang empleyado nga batanon, mo share siya nga ako, ang edad mo ni, yung trabaho ng BPO, mo ni nga mo makita, mo ni akong trabaho. So at least ang atong gusto ni God na ang atong mga batanon, bata pa siya, maunahuna na sila, kung sabi niyang kurso, buhaton, o trabaho ba siya dayon. Kasi ganang ko mga batanon, barkada, magot, no, and then find out na mo, magkuha sila BS management mga kurso, only to find out, ganit siya ganang, barkada, kuyog sila pa. So ilang decision is barkada, no? So, karon kung mag-career pathing ni Polos Call Center, at least we're giving them an idea early on na hindi mo kung matrabaho ang BPO, kaya ka na siyang batan o ng BPO, yung children mo ni, na maayon man di kaya ito dito. Barkada ta. Usas mga problems ako nakita magod is that you go, ang call centers na sa ID Park o sa Ayala.
Yes.
Kung taga-barangay ka, muadto ka nga itong kumpanya, is very, kaya bitang mahanlo ka, ikarosa, muadto ka. Ilabay pa lang ko, ato, nga ito boss. Kasamaan pa lang ko, makuha mo, sinaw, everything, makuha
Wala po yung self-confidence sila
dito. But if you go together,
paano?
tulutal mo, barkada ta niya, you know, we support this other, but if I go alone, ay halok mo adto, ana. I think that's one of the things na gano'n dili mo apply.
Apil ba ani, sir, ang kanang out of school youth?
Basta mo kapit na qualification.
Yes.
Oh, we don't even call them out of school youth, kay na may mingon nga high school graduates yan na out of school. Sa unang tawag sa out of school youth, but di na mo matawag sa out of school youth, wala sa Muswila College.
Oo. So, katong mga kani sila mo, doon lang sila asa man ang mga interesado ani nga.
Well, for example, no, kaning sa senior citizens o kaning sa women's, mag-job fair may karon September 8.
September 8.
No, actually, months ago, nagsuway sa me, we went by barangay. So, ang mga officials sa barangay, announce na mo sa barangay na mga atong BPO, natin limited success ato na 50 kabuok mo tambong. Pero may rasan kay dagadaghan mo sa madawat. So we did that already in about 10 barangays. So that makes results. We just have to improve how we disseminate the information. No,
Yes.
ang nakita na ko sa ganito mo sa lagi kay tuwal sa silang balay, di siya mo kasi sinilas na siya ganito at tumis barangay hall at sa sports complex, hindi kayo siya mahandlo kay siya mato siya kay Park na may uban na mawa pa nga siya nga to asa man din building so kay ato kas barangay hall kay ka asang gym na kuyo pa yung silingan kuyo yung mama so dili sila makuyawan kayo so I think that's where we learn mga we have to do things maybe where ma-encourage to nga grupo sila magto.
Yes.
Di ba? Na moral support pa.
Dahil naman good ng kanang group mentality nga murag na peer pressure po doon ay pero positive nga na impact kanang dahil naman ginawa yung nakikauban kaysa na ikaw raw naginusara ka so nakita na siya nga usa na siya sa mga factors nga naghinder no sa ato ang mga batanon so murag may kini nga programa Miss Annabelle because sila ni duol naman good sila ni adto sa mga barangay so they really went down to the grassroots level kaysa bisud man anang bisag usaw ni mag-announce pero wala kayo kasabot no ang mga intended audience na to. So sila na join doon. Kaning September 9 sir before tamo
September 8.
September 8 asa ni siya?
Ato sa sports center sa gym.
What time magsugod ni?
Mga 9
9
So we're planning depende din sa kadako. We're planning to make it whole day 9 to 4 siguro.
Depende sa, basta kung kinsay nga dito, entertainon ang tanong mo ato. So siguro, before we proceed, ato siguro ipangutana si Sir June, no? Kay pila man right now ang BPOs, Sir, sa Cebu City?
Based on the latest list of PESA, there are about 300 BPOs listed with them. But this does not include the smaller companies that are existing within the city. Bisag ako kay mao ko nanas la diha. But I know there are so many BPOs that are not included in this list.
Perti gideng daghan na po tayo siguro ni sir nga ginyong pagpangusog no sa pag-recruit og mga kanang employable nga mga batanon, mga kababayen-an ug ingon man ang ato ang mga senior citizens. Inana ka kuan ang need sa BPO?
As of now, based on the latest headcount, when we did a survey December 2016, ang atong direct employee is now at more than 140,000. That's for the Cebu and Metro Cebu area. No?
Metro Cebu.
And if we project a growth of about maybe 10 to 15%, no? So conservatively at 10%, that's an additional of 14,000 people to this industry needed per year. No? Per year.
Wow, okay.
Kay 10% of 140,000. So, inana kadaghan ang requirement for this industry. Yeah.
So, we are not able to meet right now, sir, the need?
Since the industry continues to grow, so the challenge is always there. Kay di man siya stagnant, pero nagkagamay, nagkadako man, kay it's 10 to 15% annually, so that means mo-compound na as the years move on. No? And last year, when Mayor Tam came back to office, he also challenged us that his target is to make this industry grow up to 200,000 by the year end 2019. So that means an additional of about 60,000 people more. No? So just 3 years' time. So that's why when Mayor Tam asked me, what can we do? So I told Mayor Tam, why don't we consider LEAP, which is Learning English Application for Pinoys. No? This is a program initially funded by the Department of Science and Technology, and this was made by the University of the Philippines, Diliman. And this is a 40-hour training program. It's a training program that is downloadable to the computers of our schools and the Tech for Ed centers. And objective is to improve the oral communication skills of our talent. And since we're now looking at the senior high, and we will have our first graduates by 2018, next year, so it's very timely that we also include this additional life skills for our senior high. Because this is a very good foundational training for their oral communication skills. And of course, beyond this, we are also tapping our different BPM companies to partner with the schools so that they can also provide training specific for the industry. So that's why it is actually two-pronged that we're doing right now. No, it's actually three. No? First, we have this LEAP training, which we rolled out last August 2016. That was rolled out to 27 public senior high schools. And now we're doing the Career Caravan in partnership with the Office of Councilor Yang. So we're inviting speakers from the industry, and the councilor himself is actively supporting this program by being there to share some inspirational stories of people who were able to find work in the IT BPM industry, and they made quite good in this industry. And the third activity is having the partnership between the companies and the schools. So we want the companies to do the training in the schools because we think that is the best way to do it. You really bring the training to where the talents are, and we can give them priority to do the hiring for those they think meet the requirements for the jobs in the IT BPM industry. Let's all take note that in the next 2 years, 2018 and 2019, we don't have any college graduates. So this is the perfect timing to consider the senior high graduates.
Yes.
And I think of the cities in the Philippines, it is Cebu City who has taken this initiative first to roll out LEAP, to do the Career Caravan, and to do this training partnership. So we're way ahead of the other cities.
Yes.
Because we are anticipating that this will be a problem, and if we don't do anything, then we will be in big trouble.
Usa sa akong pangutana kay ang concern good karon ba ang security of tenure sa mga motrabaho sa mga kuan kanang sa mga call centers mato nila temporary lang kuno ni so unsa nato ni pag-address sir no nga kanang ilahang bang pagtuo no nga short term ra ang pagpanarbaho sa BPO or sa mga call centers.
Well, there's such thing also as seasonal jobs in this industry, such as during Christmas season, there tend to be increase in demand, but this is for a seasonal period. No? But I think beyond that, there's more need for permanent employment in this industry, as long as you're qualified and as long as you're committed to work for this industry. Because let's face it, this industry has a different working time.
Yes.
Because we're mostly catering to the American market, so that means working between 9 p.m. up to
Yeah. You're also
6
following
a.m.
the American schedule. Working hours.
But let's also take note that this industry is now diversifying. We're not only serving the American market, but we're now serving the British market. We're also serving the Australian market, which is just two hours ahead of us. So this is basically a daytime job opportunity.
Mayroon po tuno nga na natubag ni Sir Jim because usa sa mga reasons, usa sa mga rason nga nung dili sila mo apply kay ilang una nga temporary ra.
Temporary nya magikanan moawa nga unsa man ka gipag-graduate ka na kog upat ka tuig uni anha ra gyapon kag BPO or sa kanang call center murag mao nay ilahang
mentality.
Yes, let me also address that myth, no, because there's a lot of career growth in the IT BPM industry. You might just start as a contact center agent, but if you are doing quite well in your job, you can become a site director. And I've known so many people that are that have grown in these companies, and now they're in very high positions, and they're earning so much money, so much more that we can imagine.
Kaya ang ilhapon sir, kung matiguang na sad kuno ka, di na po kuno ka kana ba, kana lagi itong ingon ng security of tenure ba, matiguang na ka, dili na kadawaton sa kuhan, sa mga call centers.
Yeah.
That is also another myth, because right now, in fact, Councilor Yang is organizing the job fair for senior citizens and for the women's group and whoever wants to join this industry. Before Councilor Yang organized this job fair, we made a survey with the contact centers. And we made sure that we have enough interest from the companies to hire these people. And they said, yes, we're willing, as long as these people are also qualified and are willing to work within the working hours of this industry.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Diba? Para sa
Sana
mga
din-
retirees ba?
Oo,
Diba?
okay. They are still, dagan mo kung we all know a retiree who can still, you know, perform these requirements, no, nga kinahanglanon sa mga call center industries. And I think maulang po ang instance nga, gitarget actually ang senior citizen for a job fair.
Dili na mingon nga, nag-retire na ko, mangumang ko. Ato na sad ka sa kuan.
This is
call
really interesting, no, sa tanang nagtanaw na to. Hopefully, no, katong mga senior citizens, mga retirees nga nasa ilahang mga balay lang karon nga. O, ga-enjoy man sa inyong retirement, here is another opportunity for you. Oo, you don't know if you can make a second career path in the call center industry, pero you will never know if you will never attend also the job fair nga gihold sa Cebu City.
Yes.
Yes, in fact, I'd like to commend the Office of Councilor Yap for initiating this job fair for the senior citizens, because I think this is also a benchmark or a milestone or a first of a kind that the retirees or the senior citizens are invited back to work.
Inoon.
Bitaw,
Ang
no?
yung ipanghambog ni siya.
Oh,
And I'm
Mura
thinking,
Cebu
no,
City
nga-
pa siro nakahuna-huna po dali.
Yes, it's a blueprint for probably that can be followed and adopted by the other LGUs in the country nga, where the BPO industry is thriving. Kay kamo po, I'm sure you also face the same challenges sa next 2 years. Wala tayo graduate. So, you can also probably find inspiration sa gihimo, no, sa ato ang mga Cebu City government nato through the Office of Councilor sa ilahang gihimo nga mga initiatives. But also ato pong kay si Sarah Badini sa akong tupad si Gagyong Gayes nga ato ang this is a public-private partnership kung imong naon, no, because this is from the BPO, the industry, helping the local government in their efforts, no, to address the challenges sa ato ang industry nga nag-boom gyud sa ekonomiya, no, sa Cebu City. So of course, niya din gikan sa ato ang DICT, unsa po ato ang participation, sir, sa ato ang programa nga gi-implement.
Una, no, may hapon, and with the city government, fully support kita nila, no, sa ilang initiative with the LEAP program, no. LEAP program is part sa amuang Tech for Ed project, which
Tech for Ed.
yes, Tech for Ed, Technology for Education, Entrepreneurship for Economic Development, which is nadia sa sodang LEAP, no, and we will not limit sa schools lang. So ang establishing a Tech for Ed center, dako kayo siyang tabang labi na sa ato ang mga BPOs and BPM, no, kay like sa city government of Cebu, pag-establish sila dili lang sa eskwelahan kundi adto pud sa ilang mga barangay hall.
Yes.
And mahimo ni siya magtawag og ICT hubs or training center, kay wala na yung training center ang mga ang BPO. So adto na dito ang training with the LEAP program. Nako kayo, no, skills development niya. Muna yung mandate karon sa Department of ICT is countryside development, no. So ang ato din ha is dili lang ta mo limit lang, na number one target market nato is senior citizens, women's, no. Sa women's, daghan kayong mga babae, mga parents tibok adlaw na as eskwelahan. Why not pasudlo nato sila sa public library or sa DepEd nga mga library? In 3 months time or 6 months nga maka-under ko sila leave, pwede na sila ma-hire sa call center.
Wow, oo. Nga kay mo man sila, sir, nga di sa kayo kamaong mo English. Maulaw sila sa ilaka.
Na ang leave program.
English, oh.
Na ang leave program. So, dili lang sa women's, naapay PWDs, no? Na,
Yes.
tutok kaya na sila kung imo silang tudluan. And daghan kaya na diri sa Cebu nga. Wa gid na sila matanaw. So, hopefully, with Councilor Yang, nga ihasad na nga maapil unta, no? So, ay daghan kayong nangita ani nga kuan din. Nindot kay ni sila kung sila ay matrain, no? Ay naatay mga success story ang mga PWDs. In fact, ang among usas mga another na sa program sa DICT is gitawag og rural impact sourcing mo mo support sa BPM diri sa Cebu, no. Murag mahug sila og kanang training ground, no? Para sa call center, kay ang atong gitan-aw is high level skills na. So dili lang kay contact center lang kundi programming, no? Animation, so nana din ha. So muna ang gitutukan na from branding, web development, photography, social marketing, digital marketing, search engine optimization, appeal na din ha. Google Ads kanan
Appeal na siya tanan
sa amo ang project no nga introduce pa na mo wa pa na namo gi-introduce diri sa
separate
city.
siya sa
Yes,
but it's
pero mo
going to
support
be-
gyapon sa advocacy sa
Sa-
city government.
Wow. So mula pa na dyan bayo
Wala pa,
ang programa
wala pa.
ni...
Kano sa maka-retirement sana ba?
Murag layo pa. Layo
Early
pa, no?
retirement.
O, base makahunaw na tawag, early retirement. Kaya ato na sa dito. No? So, nindot kayo. Ari po ni Sir Kevin, sir, sa inyong opisina, kaning, yun sa nato pagpangusog, no? Ang kaning itaw na to sa promotions and relations sa call center program.
Kaning Cebu City Call Center Program, coordination sa office ni Councilor Yang, gibuhat na sa niya under sa office of the mayor kay nakita ang good ni mayor ang importance sa industry. In fact, sa iyang state of the city address, iyang gisite nga ang BPO industry has contributed 7 billion sa economy per month. And to imagine, like, pila ka po ang natabangan sa usa ka call center agent. Kung ako, call center agent, mas ako before, kung ikaw mula ka, mubiyahe ka, gikan sa imong lugar, sakay ba ka o kabal-habal, or muli ka sa inyo, balik ka o barbecue, or magpalabada ka, or mutanaw ka o sa sinig, or magbalik ka ato sa usa ka establishment nga dunay sales. So dako kay mo natabang sa Cebu City government. But aside for that, Cebu City itself. But aside for that, makita nato nga ang call center industry or BPO industry has also helped the city, and also kanisang program is also to provide opportunities not just sa mga out of school youth but also to senior citizens, women. And in fact, ang among office, which is located na sa 9th floor sa executive building, we're conducting also coaching sa katungganaan mo apply sa call center. Kaya hitabo mo karon, even sa akong time before is maglaro-laro ako sa IT park. Wala ko'y kalibutan sa akong buhaton, na mo doon. Karon at least ma-advise na mo sila like unsay mga tips, unsay mga what to expect sa call center industry. And also, dili lang kay nag-limit sila nga ay cashier ramang ko sir, ay security guard ramang ko sir. Pwede kayo, daghan kay mga jobs nga available sa call center industry, even to the point nga ang ubang mga companies mo ato sa laing lugar para lang mangita sa applicants.
Yan nara de sa ato ang tugkaran.
Okay, dagan kay mo no nga wala ko'y makita ang trabaho or ang ako ang kurso nga gikuha murag dili man ka ng demand, dili in demand. So naay gahuwat lang
Dahil
ang
gahuwat,
sa
no?
tungkaran lagi
Sa tugkaran sa at nagyod ang city government.
Yes.
Agree mo ani unya. Oo.
Before we proceed further with our discussion, I'd like to give some updates on the terms. No?
Yes, sir.
Because when we use call center, that's now considered more or less an archaic or an obsolete term in the industry.
So,
The more appropriate term right now is contact center.
Contact
Contact
center.
Because when you say contact center, it handles more than just taking and making calls. No? We also do chat support, email support, and other ways to contact our customers.
So it's like a misnomer ang call center kay mo
Not necessarily a misnomer, but it's more of an old term.
old term
When we
regulation.
started the industry, it was plainly call center. But right now, it is now a contact
Contact center.
because we do beyond making or taking calls.
Ayun. So
And that's why also for the term BPO, it has been updated to BPM. Business. Before it was business process outsourcing. Now it's business process management. The reason why we did that,
Ni ko na high level up na sa siya.
actually, gilipat-lipat na to gamay nga itong mga customer. No? Kaya before mo when we say business process outsourcing, ang implication sa outsourcing was that jobs are brought to our country or are outsourced to our country. No? And our customers did not necessarily like that very much. No? Because that means jobs from the US, the UK, or Australia are brought here to the Philippines. So that's why we came up with the term business process management. Para lipat-lipat lang gamay.
A little clarification also, sir. Kanang minimum kang contact center. So, you're a contact center employee or agent now, no? They are part of the BPO. BPM.
Yes, that's
Oo.
right.
It's just
It's IT BPM.
Oo.
Yeah.
There's also the IT.
Yes, the
That's
IT side.
different. Oo,
Yeah.
because like sa IT Park, I know na po yung mga insurance companies
Ah,
na are employing contact center. Oo, so murag all-inclusive term would be ang
Yes.
BPM.
Just to give you some idea, we started with a call center, then it became contact center. And beyond that, right now, we have a more diverse mix of outsourcing activities. No? We have something for insurance.
Yes.
We also have something for the banking services. We also have something for the health information management. And we do some engineering services as well. And we also do some research and development activities. So it is really very diverse. In fact, there are smaller divisions pa among these different outsourcing activities.
So, dili lang kayo yung ka-engineer, ka-graduate siya engineering. He's an engineer, so di siya pwedeng makasulod sa industry, no? Because there are specialties actually
Yes.
na needed in this field.
Just to give you some idea, for engineers, there are some companies here that do design of ships, petrochemical plants, and facilities for big piers. And this is doing global support. So it's not really a simple job. It's a very complicated job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nga kinahanglan yun og specialized na
Specialized
tao.
training and skills.
Training, oo.
Yeah.
skills.
So there's something for everyone in this industry.
Yes.
Mo dili siya limited only to a certain kay mo magud na ang pagtuo sa kadaghanan gihapon, especially sir kay since we are targeting the senior citizens, these are the people nga napas utok ani kato pangkaraan yun nga ang pagtan-aw nila bang understanding nila sa industry.
Ano ko i-add, no? Firstly, ang kanigong sa explain ni June, daghang level. Sa una, pagsugo na to, muna tag India, magod si number 1, no? Pagsugo sa India, katong call center, siya tuba ka, hello, kasapaan ka sa customer, origin na. Then, but India now, paano na sa higher level, no, technical na, mas tako sa tag-fieldo, mas technical nga part. Kita, we are also at that stage na mo sugod sa tag-involved. No? Like for example, mo tag-K12, did you know that Mercedes-Benz na din sa Cebu ang ilang accounting office? They put up a new corporation just for the accounting of Mercedes-Benz worldwide. It's here in Jaena, yung building. So, kailangan na accountant, no? Kaya ang iba, for example, sa Amerika, kung doktor ka, require din ka na yung mga resita, imo dyan ang i-encode sa computer. So na i-encode na to. Ipadaan nila ilang record, ilang i-scan ba na nila, i-factory na pita, encode sa computer, ipadaan na to, balik na to nila. Those are services required, no?
Yes.
Naka-realize din yung mga dagong nga nason nga, we're not really getting judged away from them. Di pa ni kaya buhatong na to, kaya mahal pa sila na to. Huwag daw ka na si Trump nga, mayroon siya, he'll bring back the judge back to America. Maglisod siya na. They will not be able to compete. They will not be able to compete. Secondly, akong isulti lang, sulti mo tagalina, bitaw nga, ano yun lang, bad impression, di mo trabaho sa call center industry. Ang akong lang mensahe sa atong mga batanon o parents, trabaho lang gumugot. Kaya ang akong nabantayan sa mga tao, mangitag rason para dili makatrabaho. Mangitag trabaho, pero mangitag rason nga di mo trabaho. Mahalang temporary, o sana siya trabaho, kasi guhot sa trabaho nga dili maabot.
That's true. That's true. Bisag
Wala
unahon
problema.
na lang nila nga this is a stepping stone.
Stepping stone, makakot
Bisag
ka.
stepping stone.
Nakasildo, una kanta ka na trabaho, resign mo ka balik, but in the meantime,
Yes.
nawat ang trabaho ka sa buhat na sa katoy ko kay trabaho. Muna mong mabantayan doon na I'm now having a meeting with the DepEd. Saan na nagtulos sa itong mga batanon, yung values of hard work. Kaya
Yes.
ako noon, ako yung negosyo, maglutog tao. I hear all sorts of reasons para di siya makatrabaho.
Tinuod na kaning
Sakto yun.
Sir.
Oo. Ano sa atong panahon ba nga pag-graduate na to, mangita jud tag trabaho. Ang karon kay moingon ko no ini-graduate, unsa mangita nagkatrabaho di pa mo pahuway pa ko. Mo pahuway.
Sa tanang mga millennials, pinaminaw na
Oo. Mo pahuway sila gikan sa ilahang pagtuon.
Dili, no? Kay, dili na maoy, that's not the path to success. Oo, take it from the old ones. Oo, but napunta yung representative karon Miss Annabelle from the BPM, no? Ato ang gikan sa teleperformance, Vismin. ato po ning kaila kay vlogger manisiya si Jason Morata from the BPO Communications and Marketing sa Teleperformance. And I'm sure part sila no sa inyong sa part sa ato ang programa nag-implement sa Cebu City. And actually, if you can probably invite, before we proceed to the second topic, invite na lang siguro, Jason, gikan sa BPO, tanang mga, those who are the retirees, bagong graduates, and naalang sa mga, even the women, no, na walay, who are seeking a second income siguro sa household. Probably an invitation.
We just came from a meeting, actually, with the city mayor. There will be a grand call center job fair this coming September 9. It will be in Plaza Cebu, and then it will be participated by the major and minor players of the BPO industry here in Cebu. We're still trying to work out on the details. I would like to invite everyone, especially those who are looking for a job, and then sa teleperformance per se promotes an equal opportunity type of environment, meaning irregardless sa imong sexual orientation, sa imong age, sa imong religion, we accept everyone. We welcome them, so as long as they pass the requirements, and then as long as they are able to, get through the interview process, and then that's it. So again, we welcome all of you to look for a job. There's a vast opportunity actually in the BPO industry.
So September 8 this year. Unsa ni nga adlaw ang September 9. Unsa nga this is Sabado. So
Osmelia Day.
Okay. So it's a good way to mark the holiday. Pwede lang ta mo add. Unsa may requirements dapat nilang probably either ni Councilor Joy or ni Sir June, sa may requirements na dapat nilang dadun? Are there any documentary requirements, Sir Jason, say that they should be bringing with them?
The usual requirements, your resume, application letter, and that's it. You go through the process, and we'll see.
Yeah, just be prepared lang no sa inyong mga angay dadon, like the usual ninyo nga dadon nga mga requirement, documentary requirements for job fairs.
So usa sa mga issue kaniadto no, pero murag na na ba yan no? Nga ang mga nagtrabaho sa call centers gagamit og
Contact centers.
Contact centers, sorry. Contact centers, no? Basi makatabang ni no sa pagsulbad sa problema ba nga matod pa nila mga kuana na nga aron sila makapagihapon sa ilahang pagpanarbaho mo gamit og illegal drugs.
Napabaling ang mga issues.
Wa man ko kanung kaya ana, but kanang mo yung problema sa call center di na limited. Problema sa drugs tanan magun ang tao. No, asawa ka trabaho ka drugs. Kawa si trabaho si lingaw ka drugs, no, pobre ka drugs, dato ka drugs, na ko yung mga ladunggang ng mga anak milyonaryo ka drugs. So kani siyang problema sa drugs encompassing ni dili sa usa ka sektor lang.
Okay. Dili naman po sa tanang higayon nga ang schedule magud na ana may daytime. So they have options na ana yung mga options available for them.
Yeah.
Sir June.
So 24 hours na ni.
In fairness also to the IT BPM companies, they have so many employee engagement program, and they're very particular about the health of their workers. And I'm sure Sir Jason can elaborate on these programs, what you do so that to keep your employees healthy.
Yes.
First thing is we have drug test, voluntary drug test, and then second is I'm with the engagement team, so we make sure that every week, every month there's an activity. Okay, I started in the BPO industry 10 years ago. After 3 years, I left because I felt burnt out. There was no after, like no stress debriefing ba. We take calls for 8 hours and we take calls. But now we have so many activities per line of business, and for our site we make sure that there are events. For example, last June we have Father's Day, so we invited all of the fathers agent fathers to be there with their kids, and then we have family days, we have a movie night. So in that way, we make them feel that they are loved, we make them feel that they are important to us, to the company, and also it's a way to socialize, it's a stress debriefing. So it's so many happenings in the engagement, so that first one is retention. We retain them. Hindi sila resign. We retain them. We retain people because of course the company is paying for the training, all that. It will be very expensive na for the company to look for new people.
Yes.
Engagement is very important.
Ako na yung nakapatsyada po sa private. The trainings, the opportunities that they offer the employees. Kaya ang hinaha is, medyo sa una issue magutong turnover. High turnover rates sa call center industry that time. But I think the companies are now looking into, have already actually implemented several measures to make sure captured audience, retention, ma-retain yun siya. So there's trainings na ako mga kailan, ipadala sila sa gawas. They've been there to the kanang base good sa ilang companies, kay dito gi-undergo training, kay gi-value good, nga the training is actually one important factor nga mo dakop sa empleyado nga mapadayon siya sa company. And I think may napamantay Miss Annabel, we can probably, sige naman tayong hisgot ganyan, 2 years nga walay mo graduate. Oo, kuyawan po tang maminaw ani, no? So, naadin yung ato ang mga, gikan sa ato ang CHED, no? Si Dr. Ronquillo and of course si Ms. Shine from the local school board, probably from Sir Ronquillo, kaning ato ang transition program, sir. A little explanation siguro muna, o nga, unsa ni siya.
Okay, may ampon sa tanan ibang kapuputan sa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao na naminaw sa atong kapihan sa PIA.O. Daghang salamat sa Cebu City Government for inviting us to share with this transition program. Ang K12 transitional program is starting from year 2013 when Republic Act 10533 was signed into law. All the 4 agencies concerned nag-plan out unsay atong mahimo anang panghitabo. And that's what you always said, we must be cautioned about the effect of the K12 implementation. Now, so starting from that year, we have so many plans and activities in order to give interventions with all the stakeholders in the academia. So like DepEd, CHED, TESDA, and the DOLI, nagkuhan mi para pag-on Sir Jun Saa, may partner to some mga events in order to advocate all these things with this effect of the K12 program. So this transition program is a 5-year program, 2016 to 2021. Okay? So, of the 4 sectors in the government, like in CHED, we have also our own CHED transition program in which that what you made mention that in 2 years time, enrollees in first year and second year. So now the effect was already felt and we have given the interventions to those faculty members and the employees of institutions nga ma-displaced. So with so many engagement, ay sectoral engagement, ay research, ay tanan, link na mo na pati sa DSWD, mga government agencies nga aron sila masip. Then number 1 nga take care na to ang DepEd to those mga displaced diri sa college at to sa DepEd padulong ang green lane na nilang tawag. So we have many na faculty development program because of the Asian integration and the globalization that Philippines is one of the 10 member states of the Asian integration. Nga kita nagkamang patapag-angat into that parlance of the membership of the Asian integration. So, talking about the administration qualification, the faculty qualification, master's and a doctorate degree, muna gibuhat sa CHED. Now, we have the faculty development program to those displaced and na underload na sila, na instead of having 8 teaching subjects or loads, 4 na lang. So, the other 4 nga loads, nag-aris siya, nag-master sila, and then there were the scholars of CHED for master's and the doctorate program. And with the condition that they have to return service to the HCI, sending HCI para we in CHED, we are counting already how many faculty are already qualified as master's degree holder to teach in the tertiary level and how many of them will be doctorate degree holder. Mao man na may ang rason sa mga eskwelahan, wala may kwarta mapa-eskwela sa among faculty nga dili pa master's. Now, in the transition program of CHED, we have given this kind of intervention para makaangat ta diha. Now, with this lifelong learning ng mga bata nga batch, K12 early implementers way back 2015, nanay nag-graduate na to sa mga pilot schools in the Philippines sa grade 12. So where they are now, so they must enroll in college. So they are now enrolled in college, so they are called as, based on the CHED Memorandum Order number 10 series of 2017, we categorize these people into 3 categories. The early implementers as category 1, katong early implementers na graduate sa K12 na naroon sa college. So what we did in their grade 12 subjects, we credit as advanced subject like English. So there are four subjects or more mag-credited enroll na nila sa college, advanced credit English, algebra, pre-calculus, pre-cal 1, pre-cal 2, algebra, and trigonometry. Credited na sa first year, first semester sa college nila. Karon pag-enroll na sa 2016. Kaya 15 silang graduate. So, una silang category 1 na they are accepted by the higher education institutions. Now, category number 2 are those graduates from previous years, way back from 2015 March downwards, nakaroon pa in taon nakalugar o kwarta kay naka-abroad o sana naka-kwarta ng ilang mga relatives o nakatrabaho na sila dito sa mga agency, etc. So, karoon pa mo eskwela sa college. So, there's a category 2 and they can be accepted to enroll in college provided that the schools accepting schools will have to make a bridging curriculum. Why? Ang magini ka lang, nga naman nag-bridge praise pa man mong CHED, anak. Because in order to give a good foundation of knowledge to these takers, by the time that they will graduate and they will take the board exam in the PRC, mahahagbong na kung wala'y maayong foundation. That is why the bridging curriculum in this category number 2 is really needed, that the schools will have to devise in order to be sure that employability and passing in the board exam dili ang anak kadihado sila nga graduate nato ngayon half-baked, wala ma-baked, whatever. Category number 3 are those who already have studied college in 19 kupong-kupong na ganyan, inuloron mother na sa ng anak mo, nagpa-eskwela niya college kay na-nurse niya yung anak, siya nga mother, mauwa ko na yung anak mo, introduce kay tuwa na sa Amerika yung anak, ipa-eskwela na 1980s to graduate sa high school or nakakuha lang 1 semester first year college, balik sa eskwela ron kay aron di mauwa ma-introduce ko na siyang anak, college degree holder siya. Karon pa ito nakalugar siya, dawaton gihapon. And we even extended in accepting, followed by June 13, 2017 nga, memorandum from the Chairperson Liquanan, encouraging all higher education institutions to accommodate all these types of lifelong learners, category 1 to 3, and extending up to 2018, academic year 2018-2019, because dili na nila sa nga pobre sila, dili na nila sa nga karon pa sila nakakwarta, nakalugar nga mo eskwela sa college. So access to quality higher education based on Article 14, Section 1 to 3 of the Philippine Constitution.
Pagkana ni Dr. Ronquillo. So, inuman sa 18-19 na school year, sir, wa na, ikaw na po ano dyan?
Yes, sir. Actually, it's already the full swing of the new curriculum.
New
Because
curriculum
sa
na.
atong Chief Memorandum Order number 27 2013, mo na yung new general education curriculum nga. Kaniadto sa karaan, there are 63 general education units, but sa new curriculum na, by 2018, is 36 na lang. So, mo na niya, more on outcomes based na mga subjects nila.
So, ako klaro ho lang ha. So, next year, June, dawatin. Ako na naman ko, karoon na school year ang last good.
No, ang katong
Na.
June 13, katong June 13, 2017 nga mimo sa Chairperson, until 2018 mo nang nagmimo sa tanan eskwelahan intero Pilipinas.
18-19 na.
Yeah. To accommodate all these lifelong learners
Lifelong.
category 1 to 3.
So sunod naghanda na no sa una nga ato akuan pamanto 21 units ug ma 22 ato na ta sa chip.
Oo. Pila ni sir?
36 na lang.
36 na.
Yes, because more on mga technical subjects ka na, pang professional subjects na lang because of the outcomes-based education curriculum naman ta. Because that's always the claim of the industry. There is a mismatch between academy and industry. So now, I agree with Sir Jun Saang, they can even employ the grade 12 graduates because that's also the first paragraph of the Public Act of 2030 that they are expected to be employable and contributing to the economic development of the country. And so they are already into that employability.
I'd like to add something because I think there's something that Ched has done very specific for the IT BPM industry that Dr. Jojo missed out to mention. And I'd like to share this SMP Plus training program for our teachers, the college teachers, SMP Plus. SMP stands for Service Management Program. And the Plus, this is an updated program of this SMP program. No? In this SMP Plus program, we're preparing our teachers to teach their students certain skills for the higher value services. No? There are 4 particular specific tracks of SMP Plus. One of it is Java. The other one is mobile application. The third one is business analytics, and the fourth one is medical coding.
Oh,
So these are all for the higher value
higher
services.
value services.
And we have started to train our teachers here in Cebu, courtesy of a funding from CHED. Thank you to CHED. And they have trained not only the public school teachers, but it was also open to the private school teachers. No?
So they will
And
be
that
teaching
happened last May.
this,
It was our 4-week intensive training program. And it happened at UC Banilan. So again, thank you, Chet, for that funding.
Na ako'y iidugan, no? Si Sir
What on ako
Royden.
kang
Abi na kumuad ka og funding sir for scholarship.
align with the program, no? Ako lang i-plug next week. I'll be conducting the trainers training sa Region 7 sa DepEd Region 7 on Code Plus programming. Kani ang tira na to is mga bata pa, no? Kaya atong itudlo daan sa elementary students nga kabaw na sila programming para abot lang high school robotics then college nana sila idea, no? So ma-develop ilang
Elementary na.
yes, elementary with DepEd, no? Salamat ko sa DepEd nga ni kuan sila, no? Ni pundo gid sila for the trainers training sa tanan nga divisions.
Pinakaadlaw man is.
3 days training.
Katong transition program ang good po ni Sanabel, how will this affect, no? Ato ipong talan ni Shine, ato ang mga scholars sa Cebu City?
Well, first and foremost, we are very thankful nga ni hatag og 1 more year ang CHED. In fact, through the leadership of Councilor Yang, the Cebu City College Scholarship Program Committee, we made a manifestation to CHED nga unta tagaan pa og lugway, especially katong mga ang katong mga ni-graduate sa old curriculum, because not everybody knew that there's this thing called transition, and that those who graduated from 2015 or downwards could only enroll in a limited span. Supposedly, the original memorandum was for school year 2017 and 2018. So now there is an extension of 1 school year, though there is a bridging curriculum. Now, what happened here is the Cebu City College Scholarship Program Committee for this year. Before we had the rules and regulations said that only those who graduated from 2010 will be able to avail of the scholarship program. However, due to the fact that there is now a limited number of semesters that the graduates of the old curriculum can enroll, it was already approved that we would accommodate those who graduated from 2010 and earlier, just to ensure that all those nga katong na-mention ni Sir, that they were not able to enroll because of financial issues usually, they could be able to avail of the program established by the city. So we have a scholarship program open to all who graduated from public school. So 2015 o anytime, 19 kopong-kopong. So graduate of public school within the city of Cebu. So pwede na kung graduate of private school as long as pag-elementary nila sa division of Cebu City sila ni graduate. Or ni graduate of ALS nga from 2015 to kopong-kopong nga wala yun naka-enroll. So we encourage them to submit their documents to our office so that they could be able to avail of the service nga offered sa ato ang city.
Pagsugod pa na ako sa media 28 years ago, si Honorable Augustus Yang naa na diha na sa education gyud ang imuhang concern, no? Ang imuhang yung committee ba hangtod nabot sa Congress naragya po education
May iyang advokasya.
may iyang advokasya nga hangtod karon mga punaw niya ta naa pa gyud si
Nakita
Councilor
man yun
Yang.
nato nga kikinahanglan yun po, no? Kaya ang mga nakita nato nga nagka-modernize ang panahon, the industry, the employment industry, naglahi na sad, lahi na ang
Murang upgraded
Lahi
yung
na
permitted
needs.
counselor sa
Oo.
education.
Kay,
Ako lang i-add, ang scholarship ko sa city, nasugod mo tag 2010. So pag-imo na to sa ordinansa, 2010 ang sugod. So yung graduate ang 2009 po, so wakay labot.
No.
So karon amend na to ang balaod.
yes.
Na gitangtang na tong year nga 2010, open na. Sa to, babahalag, 1800 ka hindi rate.
Pabuhi pa ka.
Pwede ka ma-apply on scholarship, no?
Wala tayo gi-exclude.
Pero karon ka nag-ingon ni Dr. Ronquillo na may brief program. I think amendahon na po nato ng balaod kay at wala ako is 4 years magod na course. Na may 5 years ka ng accounting, 5 years naman doon. So kailang usbo na karon kung na brief program lain po ng gasto. No, so I think usbo na po ako will have to look into the ordinance kung amendahon na po na kay usahay ko masango ta kabus kowa di mas ordinansa. So but nalipay kay kung extend kay mo bitang sige may pangampanya ron kay karon October ang ina nga last na ron di ka mo ron October na anay next year, no? But at least madawat pa na we have 1 more year, no? So nakaginhawa tagamay ana Dr. Ronquillo salamat sa message.
Yes. So,
Also, to those schools, yes ma'am, to those schools na problema man sila usahawan nila pag sa bridging curriculum. Summer is a right time for them to that's bridging time or bridging period. So hada mo sugod ang bata kay to lay down all the good foundations before they enter into the formal setup of that new curriculum.
yes.
Magayon namin gusto rin namin mo Dr. Ronquillo para ma-amend na mo sa balaod. Amo nang ma-include na ng daan.
I brought with me the duha ka chain memorandum order sa
Sige,
para
okay.
inyong kopyaron inyo po ma-announce dito sa City Hall.
Salamat kayo.
Sige,
Okay,
so,
welcome.
kani nga ato ang mga topics karon kulang lang usa ka oras, no?
Kaya
Very
magiging
comprehensive.
education is a continuing process.
And the challenges that we are facing in the academe and in the employment industry, no? One of the kaning economic drivers na gid nato. If you think na kulang mo sa skills, walay problema. All we need is your interest. You just need to participate lang mo sa jobs fair or muduo lang mo ato sa opisina ni Councilor Yang. But to cap off our discussion, Ms. Annabel, atong pangayuan briefly, no, closing remarks o any last minute announcements na kinahanglan ninyong ipahibalo sa publiko.
Okay. So, unahon na ko din si Sir.
To all those katong nagduha pa nga mo appeal sa BPM industry, ayaw. Because the industry needs a lot of people, daghan kay opportunities, na high career growth. And dili tanan night shift kay also I came from a day shift job working in an Australian company. And ako kayo opportunity, if you're just planning to make it as a temporary, pwede kayo, okay ra sad. You can earn a lot. And probably the most promising industry for now is that industry. And and you can also help a lot of people with that industry.
In this age of, in this digital age, and especially with the free Wi-Fi from DICT, we should not limit our education within the four walls of a classroom.
Yes.
There's so much to learn online, and these are free programs. So you don't have to pay for it. Wi-Fi ragit may atong puhunan o ang atong interest to learn. No? I can guarantee you, you can learn programming, whatever skills, accounting skills or whatever you want to learn, there's something in YouTube or wherever it is online. So let's take advantage of these opportunities which are available for free.
Ang ako lang, no, committed ta mo support sa city government nila ang mga programa and also with the industry, no. So ang ato is number one, katong ingon ni Sir John, we will be starting work, nag-pilot na ta sa City of Cebu, no? Plaza Cebu and Plaza Independencia is free Wi-Fi zone from the DICT and hopefully ang ato magiging target is kadtog yung mga barangay nga layo sa Cebu City, no. Kaya there are barangays nga way connectivity. Ang ato mangod is kung naa ka dito sa bukid nga barangay like Siraw, no, kaya atong i-pilot ng Siraw, hopefully ma-grow siya, no. So naay taga Siraw nga magawa siya ka bulak, ini ka buntag, ini ka gabi, call center agent siya or contact center.
Contact center.
So
Mayo.
mo na itong gitawag og countryside development. Yeah, countryside development, and I hope the city government would adopt our project Tech for Ed para ma-increase niya sa mga barangay halls.
Okay, daghang salamat. And finally, Honorable Joy Augustus Yang.
Sa oras tanan, I'd like to thank the BPOs, no, for coming to Cebu and for working with us. Salamat sa kay sa CHED, no, the city also was working with them. Ako lang mensahe sa atong mga tao, dili na tinuod na way trabaho. Daghang trabaho, duha ka rason dito makatrabaho. One is dito qualified. Ang dito qualified, pwede ba ito makwalify? For example, what ka sa high school natin as program, o ka-eskwela college natin, free college scholarship program, no? So pwede ito makatrabaho. Ikaduha, dito ganahan mo trabaho. May trabaho. So mo din duha ka rason, so naan dyan na nato. Thirdly, ganahan na ko mo invite sa atong mga namina po ron o natanaw ron na naay free scholarship sa syudad. So, bahalag bilang edad mo, pwede na mo maka-avail. Bahalag tiguan na kasi, masinsin, pwede nga maka-avail. At lang sa kong opisina, ang atong staff mo tabang ninyo para maka-avail mo sa scholarship sa syudad. Salamat kayo.
Yes, oo. Gikan po sa academe na to ng mga guests.
Yes,
Sana ba?
Dr. Ronquillo, daghang kay salamat, sir.
You're welcome. O kung kinsang gusto unsay update sa CHED programs, kini lalo na ang transition program, ato lang mo sa wawawa.ched.gov.ph.
Ni Shai?
Sa gusto po nga mo avail sa program, ang buhatan na nato, abli na siya Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So kung naay gusto nga mo inquire, pwede ra mo tawag sa among buhatan sa 2549843. Ang kato po mga applicants, gusto nga mo apply, pwede ra sila mo adto sa among buhatan sa 4th floor City Savings Bank building or sa buhatan ni Councilor Joy Yang sa 2nd floor sa Legislative Building. Ilahara nga dadon ang ilahang diploma or proof nga sa ilahang graduation pag high school sa mga public school, and then utility bill o COMELEC certification o barangay certification as proof of residency, o katong mga ni-graduate sa private school na gusto ma-avail of scholarship, furnish lang po sila sa AMUA o certification na scholar sila pag high school o proof na graduate sila o public school pag elementary para maka-avail sa program.
Ang amo pong pasalamatan, of course, ang Sky Cable, kung ang Ramon Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated, nga mo'y host ato ang venue karon diri sa Plenary Hall. Kung ato na mo'y mga, for those who are looking for venues for conferences and meetings, you can call up RAFI at 411-1700 and look for Miss Anne. So, kini si Rachel Nesha, gikan sa Philippine Information Agency.
Inisad si Annabella Grossa sa DYMR Radyo Pilipinas. Daghang salamat ug mayong hapon kanatong tanan.
The ASEAN community is highly integrated, competitive, and innovative. The ASEAN aims to develop a regional economy that supports sustained high economic growth by increasing trade, investment, and job generation. The ability to respond to global trends and international standards enable the region to advance a single market agenda through a more seamless movement of investment, skilled labor, and deeper integration in trade and services. It is a community that promotes productive growth with enhanced micro, small, and medium enterprises that will make the region more competitive and dynamic. The ASEAN community shall have a more enhanced role and voice in addressing international economic issues in the global arena.